Welcome back to SheClicksBricks. I'm Stacy. Today, we're stepping into medieval times with the Knight from Pantasy, set number 85030. This build comes in at 905 pieces, including some really nice pad printed elements. That's right, not a sticker in sight. If you're not familiar with Pantasy, they have been making waves with their high-quality designs, unique themes, and excellent part quality that rivals some of the biggest names in the brick world. Please do us a favor and hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing, and turn on notifications to ensure you never miss a video. And don't forget, we also have channel memberships for extra content for $1.99 a month. Thank you to Pantasy for sending us this Knight so we can share him with you. Any offers or promotions Pantasy sends our way will be in the description of this video, along with our Amazon affiliate links in case you would like to support the channel at no extra cost to you. Now, let's see if this Knight is ready for battle or destined for the dungeon. I'll take a quick look at the book, and instead of really focusing on the instructions themselves, I just want to focus on some of the goodness inside of this set that you can't see now that it's finished. Book did come with a little bit of a crease, which is too bad, but of course it's still usable. But now we also have PDF instructions if you like to download from Pantasy's website. We have our brick separator and our number bags. And we have 4 bags in this set. The base itself is done with lots of bricks inside to make it nice and sturdy. And then we have a couple of Technic pieces built right in so that he sits on his hind legs very sturdy. Then we have his caparison, which is a ton of little pieces, but the instructions are so well done. It's like a little puzzle. Love building it. Our Knight, this is what he looks like inside. You wouldn't know any of that by looking at him now, but there's a lot of 2x in there. Helmet is in, you can see the mask on the helmet, and the helmet is in 2 pieces, and he doesn't have a head. He's got a round ball joint here that clips into the neck piece, which is really cool. And then we have a couple of options. We have him sitting with the lance, or we have him with the sword that we built. So an A and B. And then we have our Peanuts, love the Snoopy, and our Moomin. So let's take a close-up look at this beautiful set. We'll start with the base. It is all black with nice gold accents and gold printed pieces. Love that they chose black because it doesn't take away from the set at all. These corner pieces have those spin pieces, the round ones in the bottom of them so that they move a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just so they could achieve the right angles or it gives it some room to kind of balance a little bit, but it's really nice and I love all the plate work. Like I showed already, there's 2x plates in the bottom, so it's fairly sturdy. Then we have these Technic pieces built right into it and they're clear, so again, they don't take away of the look of the set. We've got hooves here. They do bend, and it does bend at the knee here, but there's a stud there so that this can just stick right on there to give it some extra balance, which I thought was great. But look at the hind legs, the definition, a separate build from the body. Each of the legs actually are a separate build. And then the tail, the way it's swooping is really great. Now, one thing I did have an issue with when I'm building it, when you're building the horse, you're not building it on the stand, you're building it by itself. And the way that it balances, this piece here kept falling off because it hits the table when you're building. So I just took this one piece here off until I was finished building the set because it kept coming off. But it's on there great now that it's on the stand. So he's got a brown saddle, which is built right into the horse, but some good details there. But this Knight is just incredible. The chrome used for him and some of those pieces, his shoulders pads here are actually helmets that you would use on a minifig. They're really neat. Lots of joints so he can move, and I'll show you on the other side moving the arm, but I really want to take a look at this shield. There's so many pieces in there that are chrome in the back. Then you build on the red pieces, and then we've got gold knife in the middle, handcuff pieces, and really nice gold accents around it. You can see his leg does move. And then we have the stirrups are also gold. And look behind the stirrup. The knees are printed pieces with the gold. Really cool. This is the caparison, which there's print, the lion on it. And then we have inverted flower gold pieces on there as well. And we've got his reins and printed pieces. The eye pieces are the bottom round studs that you would use for gear shifters in cars, which I thought was really neat. And then the pieces for the ears are well done. His front legs also move and move at the knee joint, and the hooves move as well. On his nose, we've got the chevron, which is protection, and it is nicely printed. Something used in medieval times. See how his reins are attached? The muscle in his neck, really nice. And the front of the caparison, really nicely detailed with a bell and again, some gold flowers. The other side is very similar to the first side, but in this hand, he's holding a sphere or a lance. Lots of little pieces to build that, and there's a little gap in the middle so he can grip it into his hand. Now, both arms do move, but it's easier to show you on this side. So it bends right at the elbow, and his shoulder moves as well. That is neat. And again, I'll show you that his feet move and his knees. The hoof is the same as the other one, that it does move, but it's on a stud. And look at this from the back. The detail on the horse is stunning. Looks very muscular, but very streamlined. And then, of course, the knight from the back with a feather in his cap. And then if you'd rather a sword instead of the lance, we have this beautiful sword. The blade is all one piece and then into this Technic round piece. And look at the handle. Those gold pieces are incredible. And again, there's enough of a gap in the bottom of the handle for him to grip right onto it. The bottom piece looks like a gold jewel. Really well done. So just a close-up shot of the lance and the sword and this little gap that I was talking about so that his hand can grip on. That lance is really long. And then this is a sword. You can see some more of the details there. This set was so much fun for 905 pieces with smaller builds within it. The stand itself is well built, and the addition of gold accents and gold prints really make it part of the set. The front of the caparison was like putting a puzzle together, and I absolutely loved building the horse. I was so impressed how the knight came together using 2x bricks in the center of the body, but still having the arms and legs that move. And I'm sure his hand pieces are pieces that I've never seen before. He stands approximately 12 inches tall and is 5.5 by 9.45 inches wide and long. Other than the amazing chrome and gold pieces, the wow factor for me is how sturdy the horse stands on his hind legs. This set was simply fun with great bricks, beautiful pad printed pieces, and awesome instructions. I'd say he is definitely ready for battle. To give you a better idea of the size of this set, I brought in the Pantasy, Sherlock Holmes 221B Baker Street, and the Lego upscaled minifig. Almost as tall as the upscale. Not sure I'd display it like this, but it gives you a good idea of the size. Now I have the Pantasy Retro phone on the left and the Pantasy Retro gramophone on the right. These two sets I have displayed in my living room, and I'm thinking that's exactly where this night is going. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out, and until next time, keep clicking those bricks.